Welcome to this guitar lesson on left-hand legato technique. Hi, I'm Damon Ferrante. Welcome to the Guitar Scales Handbook video lessons. These are a series of free video lessons that correspond to the materials presented in the book. The videos cover a range of subjects including music theory, scale technique, and forming good practice habits. In this lesson we're going to focus on legato playing and the left hand, and we're going to look at two things. The first is going to be left hand technique and finger position. And then in the second part of the lesson, we're going to look at 4 exercises that build up the strength and tone and coordination for the left hand. Alright, these 4 exercises correspond to the exercises we learned in the last video on alternate picking. So they're essentially going to be the same left-hand finger patterns, but we're going to use legato technique instead of alternate picking technique. And we're just going to strike the string once on for the first note, and you can do an upstroke or a downstroke. So the first, and this is also arbitrary where you want to start, but the first pattern is just going to be 1, 2, and 3. And again, you want to use the tips of your fingers, and these are going to be hammer-ons, just putting the fingers down. And the speed of the finger in the left hand is very important for these. So it's less about sheer might and more about the speed. So you want to have a strong attack on the first note and then come down with a positive attack on the string with the left hand, but also a fast attack. So, and then just as we did in the last exercise, go up 1 fret higher. And then go 1 fret higher and continue. It's important that you go all the way up the neck because you'll get a better sense of the distances and playing in different regions of the fretboard. Okay, so as you do this, go up 1 string all the way down, and if you have time, go back. The next exercise is going to be using fingers 1, 2, and 4, and it sounds something like this. 1, 2, 4. And again, try to use the tip of your 4th finger. And then go up 1 higher. And then 1 higher. And then the third exercise, we'll use 1, 3, and 4. And it will sound like this. The final exercise, you're going to use 1, 2, and 4, but you're going to there will be a whole step between each note. So B flat, C, and D here. And these can all be done on any of the strings. Okay. And you can also reverse it so that you would do pull-offs, but pull-offs for these you'll want to pull down on the string. So and then that's pattern 1 with pull-offs, and then you'll do pattern 2 with pull-offs here. Pattern 3, which is 1, 2, and 4 pull-offs. Okay, and then finally pattern 4 pull-offs. Very useful to bring the thumb down for this guy. So. Here are 2 simple legato licks. One is for beginner level, one is more for intermediate advanced guitarists. that you can use for springboards in your playing, in your guitar solos, in your songwriting. The first one is just a pull-off lick that's just going to be on the 3rd string. You're going to use B flat, A, and G. And you can use this when playing blues songs in G like this. Okay, so all you're going to do is pull off from the B flat, pull your finger down to the A, and then pull down to the G. So you can try that, and then you can also do the opposite, which would be to strum the G and then do a hammer-on the A and then a hammer-on on the B flat. And it's good to give a little vibrato at the end of the phrase or the beginning. This next lick is a little bit more advanced, and it's going to be in the A blues scale. It's going to utilize open strings and also hammer-on techniques. And it's a 2-part phrase. The first part is going to be with the open A, then the D using your 1st finger, the E using your 3rd finger, and then the A octave on the 4th string using your 4th finger. And it'll sound like this, kind of snapping each of the notes, like that. The next half of the phrase is going to be with an open A, then the D, then the E, and then the G. And again, you'll kind of snap the notes a little bit. And then together they sound something like this. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in hearing more examples of these techniques, you might want to check out Eric Johnson, Steve Morse, and Paul Gilbert. Also, take a moment and subscribe to this channel. You'll receive notices about free guitar ebooks and lesson videos. And send us a question or comment and share this video with your friends. Every few weeks we're going to compile the best questions and make a new guitar video lesson that addresses them.